Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Once again, I'm your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits TikTok, taking it from all angles. Just can't get away from the hate. Wells Fargo Bank is now taking them off the list. Wells Fargo directs employees to remove TikTok from company mobile phones. As soon as I see this, the first thing I think about is, are they giving out Android phones? Because I'm pretty sure that TikTok is only a really big problem within Android, because Apple is crazy good with security compared to Android. That's not Google's fault. I'm not downing Android. You need the best of both worlds. You can get away with so much on Android you can't on Apple. But seriously, why is Wells Fargo so concerned about this? And is there any way Wells Fargo would be letting their people use Android and not Apple? Wells Fargo has instructed employees who have installed TikTok on a company device to remove the app over privacy concerns, as first reported by The Information. I love it when media is reporting on other media and not just getting information directly from the source. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just frickin' lazy. That's just frickin' lazy. Like, I realize I am reporting on a report that's reporting on a report, but still, like, The Verge, these guys are big enough, they should be able to do their own stuff or ask for information from TikTok or Wells Fargo on their own, but that's just the signs of the time. We have identified a small number of Wells Fargo employees with corporate-owned devices who have installed a TikTok application on their device, a Wells Fargo spokesperson said in an email to The Verge. Oh, there we go. Due to concerns about TikTok's privacy and security controls and practices. Man, they use "and" so many times. You're only supposed to use "and" once in a sentence. Due to concern about TikTok's privacy and security controls and practices, and because corporate-owned devices should be used for company business only. Yeah, okay. We have directed those employees to remove the app from their devices. It's the latest company to raise security concerns about employees using popular video sharing apps, which hit 2 billion downloads on April. On Friday, Amazon said it sent an email in error to employees asking them to remove TikTok from mobile devices with Amazon email addresses. Basically, they probably want to avoid information from those email addresses getting over to China. And that's the unfortunate thing about China. If you have a business or corporation within China, you're basically part of the country. That's just how it works. It's the People's Republic of China, and the people have basically agreed that the Republic of China is more important than the individual or any individual business. All business technically belongs to the Chinese government in a way. You know what? I'm getting pretty far down the rabbit hole now, because they're supposed to be communists, but at the same time, they do have a bit of capitalism in there. But man, China's an interesting place, my guys. The company later clarified that there had been no changes to policies right now with regards to TikTok. I bet that Amazon feared angering the Chinese government, because Amazon always wants the lowest price on everything. And if Amazon messed with China, it would be bad for, America's bottom line. Everyone who loves being able to have the cheapest thing. It's just not a good scene. TikTok, which is owned by the Chinese company ByteDance, was one of several apps recently revealed to be accessing users' clipboard data. So I believe it was an Android operating system released an API that developers could use to build apps and whatnot. And within this API, it gave you the ability to be notified when information was copied from the clipboard. And this is what the clipboard is. I'm sure we all do this. We go copy. Okay, all of that is copied to the clipboard. For the most part, it doesn't give you a whole lot of information, but some people like to save username and passwords on there, which is a big no-no. Big no-no. But anyways, interestingly enough, LinkedIn and Reddit, the apps who are American-owned, also do the exact same thing. Now, I guess it's okay if your own government and your own corporations are watching you, but we can't let the Chinese government watch you. But then again, the difference is, if China doesn't like what you're saying on TikTok or on WhatsApp, it can take you out behind the prison and end your suffering. But they can't do that in the US so much. So maybe that's why people are upset about it. Oh yeah, it's also banned. TikTok is also banned from the army. I get a chuckle out of the idea of some angry frontline infantry people using TikTok. Thank God TikTok wasn't around during the Afghan-Iraq wars. Wait, are those wars still going on? I think at least one of them are still going on. Anyways. Yeah, Secretary Mike Pompeo said earlier this week that Trump administration was looking into banning TikTok, although it's not entirely clear how such a ban would work in practice. I'm pretty sure they would just remove it from the App Store. That's about all that they could do. And then if TikTok just posted it on their own website, that's about all that you could do. So, keep going through the information. For TikTok, an Amazon ban that wasn't, and Wells Fargo, a ban that was. Seriously, though, I don't like the idea of TikTok being removed from everywhere. It's unfortunate because, as unimaginable and as crazy as TikTok is, there are hot chicks on there, and it is changing the way the internet is as a whole. I'm sure you guys remember Ricardo. Ricardo was almost a lost meme for the longest time. I remember back when I joined Project Chanology, I've seen him a few times, and then never again until TikTok started to go onto 4chan's GIF section that I would never look at because there's naked ladies on there and sexual situations. But anyways, I totally went there for the TikTok, and that's it. Yep. So you'd have really cool TikTok babes dancing, and then all of a sudden Ricardo would pop into it. It was freaking hilarious. And from there, Ricardo exploded. He was all over the place for a good month and a half solid. Everybody seen Ricardo. So what I'm saying is TikTok is influencing the internet as a whole. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's a pretty good thing. It's something kids like to jump onto, something mums love to jump onto, something apparently people in the military like to jump onto. And man, life frickin' sucks so hard sometimes that if you can get a release from any of that suffering, if you can get it from a horrible app, then just do it. What's the problem, folks? We like making fun of TikTok. We all hate TikTok, but I don't think we all want it to go away forever and for good. It's unfortunate that it's going away and everyone's having an issue with it. And once again, if you have a problem with TikTok, there are other apps that you might want to worry about. Once again, the Chinese government might not be watching you, but other governments would be. But if you are worried about TikTok, there are other apps. I guarantee you there are other apps that you should be more worried about. And it's unfortunate that we have to remove such a silly place from the internet because we're worried that the communist government's going to be looking after us. Man, China is really stepping in it. All of a sudden, we got the COVID-19, which is a real pain. Let's just break it down. COVID-19 sucks so hard. We can't go anywhere. Like, we can go some places. We're not as free as we used to be. Our freedom has been taken away, unfortunately, because now we're in a state of emergency. And if you're the type of person that doesn't want to wear your mask because you think you lose your freedom, this is a time of emergency. In times of emergencies, we lose the ability to do certain things. Like in World War II, yeah, it was in World War II. If you said anything about the U.S. government or certain institutions, you would get locked up. For example, there was a woman who was knitting socks for soldiers. She was going to give them to the Red Cross, and a man came by and said the soldiers will never see those socks. That man got put in jail and given a fine. So in times of emergencies, laws change, and that's just the way it is. It really frickin' sucks, but you should wear your frickin' mask if you're going outside. Just do it. Just do it, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, what the Chinese government is up to, it's really pissing people off with the war in Hong Kong. It's really pissing people off with the fact that they hid the numbers and hid the information to COVID-19. Let's face it, they'll do it again. Reuters reported that COVID-19 was going on as early as June anyways, and they were going off that based off satellite pictures of hospitals and people searching for particular symptoms. Apparently those hospitals were a lot more full than regular. But man, I really think that I had COVID-19 on November 30th, because I had something that just, oh man, and it took me down, it took my family down, it took my family's family down. And the fact that they rolled out with it and said, okay, like after January, after Christmas, after the Hong Kong New Year, then just after that, they're like, okay, yeah, we might have a problem. It's like, really? Really? So the Chinese government never actually told the World Health Organization that COVID-19 was a thing. The World Health Organization figured it out for themselves. The guy running the World Health Organization is pretty far in bed with the Chinese government because he comes from Ethiopia, and the Chinese government helps out Ethiopia and that individual, whatever his name is. Everyone's seen him. Everyone knows exactly who I'm talking about. China is on everyone's naughty list, especially India. India is not happy with China because of border disputes. They had a firefight where can I call them Indians? Where the Indians killed about 44 people, and the 44 Chinese, and the Chinese killed about 20 Indians. So stuff's getting real. Stuff's getting interesting. Anyways, the CEO of TikTok is trying to remove himself from the Chinese government so that they can continue, because, man, if they want to stay there, they're going to be losing a lot of money. I get a feeling that TikTok deserves hate, but not this kind of hate. Not this kind of backlash. And it's just sad. It really is sad. But I'm sure something else will come along to fill the void. Remember before TikTok, there was something called like Signal or something like that, and everybody loved it, and then somebody took it down because they got sued or something. That frickin' sucks. But I'm sure they will all come to YouTube. And I'm sure we all can agree that some of these TikTok chicks are really good looking. Really good looking. And there's some TikToks that I really like, but, you know, the only one I can find right now is this one. Somebody did one about the Stick of Destiny, or the Pick of Destiny, where he sings the acapella part, or he lip syncs it, and he does a really good job, but I can't frickin' find it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. What do you think? Leave a comment. Leave a comment if you don't mind. Tell me what you think, if I missed anything like that. As I was saying, that's it for me, folks. Nev from Nev's Tech. But like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Always appreciate it. And as always, take care of each other, folks. Have a good one.